We are reading Burnt Bones and Infant Remains Uncovered at Chemmani Mass Grave from 7th of May 2026 in the Tamil Guardian. Latest excavations reveal further human remains and artifacts as calls for accountability intensify. Excavation activities at the Chemmani Mass Grave site in Jaffna continued this week, with further human remains, burnt bones, and artifacts uncovered during ongoing judicially supervised operations. According to officials at the site, 4 additional skeletal remains were identified during the latest phase of excavations, bringing the total number of identified skeletons at the burial ground to 259. With the excavation of 2 more sets of remains, the total number of fully exhumed skeletons has now risen to 254. Among the remains carefully excavated this week were 2 sets discovered earlier, including the skeletal remains of an infant. Due to the fragile condition of the infant's remains, it could not be removed directly. Instead, Attorney Ranita Nanaraja stated the remains were secured using bandage cloth and lifted together with surrounding soil in an effort to preserve their integrity. The latest discoveries have further deepened concerns surrounding the nature and scale of burials at the site. Excavation teams also recovered several artifacts believed to hold evidentiary value, including a damaged ornament thought to resemble a gold nose stud and several coin fragments. In addition, partially burnt bones and metallic fragments were uncovered from an area of blackened soil within the grave site, raising fresh questions regarding the circumstances in which the victims were buried. Investigators also recovered remnants of a wooden box and several nails from the site. The Chemmani mass grave has long been associated with allegations of enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings carried out during the armed conflict in the Tamil homeland. The site first gained international attention in the late 1990s after a Sri Lankan soldier testified that hundreds of Tamils who disappeared after being detained by Sri Lankan security forces had been buried in Chemmani. Recent excavation phases have uncovered hundreds of skeletal remains, including children and infants, intensifying calls for international oversight and forensic transparency. Families of the disappeared and Tamil rights activists have repeatedly expressed concern over the handling of evidence and the slow pace of accountability, noting that many relatives of those who vanished during the armed conflict continue to die without learning the fate of their loved ones. And that was Burnt Bones and Infant Remains Uncovered at Chemmani Mass Grave, published 7th of May 2026 in the Tamil Guardian.